Hello everybody and welcome to another video on my channel. For those of you who are new, hi, my name is Zena. I am a certified esthetician and nail technician in Saskatchewan, Canada. So today what I'm going to be showing you is my second Empties video. So I have this basket full of garbage essentially, but it's products that I have used up from January to the middle of March. So I have gone through quite a few different products, and I know some of you really like these Empties videos. It kind of shows real life what I go through personally. So I hope you enjoy this video. So let's just jump right in and see which products I've used up in the last about 2.5 months. Okay, so the first thing I want to share with you is some different kind of solutions that I have gone through. So up first, we have this 4-liter jug of Preempt CS20, which is the disinfectant that I use for all of my implements and stuff. This is what they soak in. It is probably the most recommended in the nail community currently. So I've gone through a couple jugs of this. I've gone through a couple of these 1-liter fusion cleansers. This is the watermelon scented ones. My clients absolutely love this product, and so I did for a while switch to regular isopropyl alcohol, but I think every single one of my clients commented because they really like the smell of this. It's a little less chemically than other things, so I will for sure, and I still have some in my stock, purchase more of this fusion cleanser. And then this is the alcohol that I was using. This is just 99% alcohol, and it works really well. It just smells like alcohol. There's no really scent, so I like pretty things. So I prefer my fusion cleanser to this alcohol, but this alcohol works great, and I do have another one of these in my kind of stockpile, just in case I ever run out of my fusion. I at least have this as a backup. Another thing I have gone through is this antibacterial hand sanitizer from Bath & Body Works. This one is the Japanese cherry blossom scent, and unfortunately Bath & Body Works no longer makes these big sizes of the hand sanitizer. They only make those little kind of mini purse size ones, which I am very, very sad about. I always disinfect my clients' hands before every service, and I myself wear gloves, so I don't disinfect my own hands, but I do wash my hands in between every client. But I give all of my clients a little squirt of this before we start their service, and it's just a really nice light. It doesn't dry out your hands as much as some other hand sanitizers. So I really like this stuff. I do have a couple more of it in my stock because when I heard that they were discontinuing these larger sizes, I stocked up, but I have went through one of these, which there's quite a bit of hand sanitizer in one of these, so it took me a while to go through, but went through one of those. And I have gone through 2 of the Bath & Body Works hand lotions. So I always give my clients a little mini massage after every single service, and this is my preferred lotion. My sister actually usually buys it for me for Christmas and stuff like that, so it really helps out. She's kind of helping my business in that sense. So I have gone through Frosted Coconut Snowball and 1,000 Wishes. So my clients always love the smells of these, and I have eczema on my hands, and surprisingly most scented lotions I have a reaction to, but surprisingly the Bath & Body Works ones I do not have a reaction to, so that is why I use these products. Okay, up next I have some products that are not nail related. I do other services. So up first I have a Footlogix massage lotion. So I use this lotion for my pedicures to do the kind of lower leg, calf massage, foot massage. I use this lotion. This is just the 250 milliliter one. It's kind of the more kind of retail size, but I don't do a lot of pedicures, so this lasted me quite a while. Right now I have I think it's 1 liter size, which will last me probably a good 6 months. But I kind of prefer this smaller size because then if I do decide I want to switch up lotions, I don't feel like I'm kind of stuck with one. So I do like the smaller size, but I have used this one up And then my last kind of non-nail related thing that I've used up is I have used up a roll of this non-woven wax strips. So I really like this stuff. It doesn't leave little fluffies everywhere. Some wax strips, when you're cutting them, they just leave strings and fluff everywhere. This non-woven stuff does not do that. Okay, continuing on to kind of more nail related things again. I have yet again gone through another box, or 2 or 3, I can't even remember, of my gloves. I picked these up from my dentist, so I'm not sure where you may be able to get this brand otherwise, but I just asked my dentist and I just buy them from her stock. They are the Vertilite non-sterile powder-free ambidextrous gloves, and I use the size small. I really like these gloves. They're very durable. They're what my dentist used for all of her services, so I know they're good quality. So I've gone through a couple boxes of those. I have gone through countless packages of my American Nails nail files. They are my favorite files. American Nails hygienic cushion files. They come in a 20 pack, so this is just the packaging for them. Come in a 20 pack. They're zebra files. They're 100-180 grits. So this is just what they look like. They all come individually packaged, which I absolutely love. And after every service, I either offer my client the nail file or I throw them out. I do not reuse them, so I go through these quite often. Okay, I've also gone through a couple packages of the Silkline mini disposable buffing blocks. They are double-sided 150 grit buffing blocks. They're just the little pink buffing blocks. I use these after I'm done finish filing, or if I'm doing a new set, I'll buff off the shine of the natural nail with these. I go through them all the time. I love the size of them. They work perfect. When I'm done the service, I just throw them out and I don't feel like I'm wasting anything. I love these and I will not be without them. Okay, so I've gone through 2 different types of nail wipes. So the first one I went through is the Dew Call Reflections Beauty Wipes. They are non-sterile 2x2 4-ply wipes. I don't mind these wipes. They hold liquid fairly well. However, I find that they are not completely lint-free, so I do get some fluffies from these ones. So they work okay, but they're definitely not my favorite wipes. Okay, and then my current favorite wipes are the Light Elegance Cleansing Wipe. So they just come in this little package. There's 360 of them in a package. They are 100% lint-free, and when they say that, they actually mean it. They are a little bit thinner. They're just kind of 1 ply. They don't necessarily hold the liquid as well, but they work amazing for removing gel out of your brushes or wiping dispersion layers or anything like that. I find in a service I need kind of 2 max. You can reuse them, and they don't kind of fall apart like some wipes do. I love my Light Elegance wipes, and I know there's lots of nail techs out there that do love them. They are a little bit pricey, but in my opinion, when I'm only using 2 wipes compared to sometimes up to 7 wipes of other brands, I find it all kind of evens out. Okay, and then the last thing before we get into some gels are these green nail forms. So just pick these up from Can West, I believe. But they are just little green nail wipes. I liked using them. I picked them up. I believe it was Talia from Talia's Nail Tales who used these in a class, and she recommended them. So I picked them up. I tried them. They worked. I don't really have a preference for nail forms. I just kind of use what I have in stock or what's on sale or things like that. It worked. They were decently sticky. I will repurchase them if I'm around and I need nail forms, but I can't say as I loved them. I didn't hate them. They were just kind of a nail form. So that's my thoughts on these green ones. Okay, so now on to some gels that I've used up. So up first we have my Fusion Sculpture, and this is what I extend the nails out with. If I'm doing a new set or to do a fix or anything like this, I build all my extensions with Fusion Sculpture. So I've gone through one of their UV only jars of that. This is the 50-gram jar, by the way. I have also gone through one of the 25-gram jars of Fusion SL Clear. So anytime I'm working with glitter or anything, I use SL Clear. I use it as a base kind of protection layer from the natural nail. I sometimes encapsulate with it, not usually, but I've gone through one of their UV LED 25 gram jars of the Fusion SL Clear. I have gone through a 50 gram jar of the Fusion Extreme Shine, which is my favorite top coat. It's super shiny, it doesn't scratch easily. So I have gone through a 50 gram one of those in their UV LED formula. And then I have gone through for sure 50 gram jars of the Fusion 5. Fusion 5 is what I do all of my encapsulating with. I really like it. It's not runny, so it stays where I want to, but it kind of domes up, so it kind of creates a nice apex for me. So I've gone through a UV LED formula and a UV only formula of the Fusion 5. And then I have gone through 2 different matte top coats, and each one has its own purpose. So first off, I have gone through one of the Ugly Duckling matte top coats, which is one of my favorite matte top coats. This one is a true matte top coat in my opinion. I absolutely love it. My clients love it. It stays matte. It is just so pretty, and it's like a chalkboard matte. It's not a satin matte or anything. So I have gone through one of those top coats. And then the other top coat I've gone through is the Fusion matte top coat. And honestly, I do not like this top coat. I've used this bottle up, and I do have another bottle, and I do use it almost on every client, but not as a top coat. So I typically embed all of my colors and kind of my base art, and then if I'm doing any hand painting or anything, I will put that after I finish file, because sometimes you get a little heavy-handed and you can file through your color a little bit, so I would hate to file through any of my artwork. So I always kind of put the base down, add my clear, encapsulate, finish file, and then before I go in and do any artwork, I apply this Fusion matte top coat. And it just provides me a really smooth surface, and I find it makes my lines straighter. They don't ever bleed out into the file marks or anything like that. So if you're doing any hand painting over a rough surface, I highly recommend getting a matte top coat that you don't necessarily love, because you don't want to use up your regular matte top coat, because I go back over with a top coat anyways. So I use the Fusion matte top coat before my art. So after I finish file, I will put a coat of Fusion matte top coat, cure that, come out, do my hand painting, cure, come out, and then I will put on either another matte top coat, my Ugly Duckling one for example, or a shiny top coat, my Extreme Shine. I use it for art, and for art only, I find it goes shiny rather quickly. But I have gone through one of these, and I do have another one in my drawer, because I do love it for working underneath of any hand-painted art. And then the last things I have to show you are 3 different colors that I have gone through. So the first one is Fusion's Polished, and what Polished is kind of a nice kind of dark nude color. It's a very kind of, it's almost like brown toned nude color. It's very pretty. This jar is not quite empty, but I have replaced it already because it's kind of a pain to get the last little bit out. Another Fusion color I've gone through is my Fusion's Pastels Pink. And Pastels Pink's kind of like almost like a bubblegum pink in my opinion. It's definitely not really a pastel. I quite often have been watering it down with white to kind of tone it down a little bit, but I have gone through one of these containers regardless. It's a super popular color. I have repurchased another one. Again, this one's not quite empty, but it's just kind of a pain to get out. And then the last color that I have gone through is Vetro's Pigment Black number 289. And this is my absolute favorite black for hand painting. It is a 2-star on the Vetro scale, which I will kind of maybe insert a picture or something to show you what the different stars for Vetro mean. But Pigment Black is a 2-star, and it is so black, it's like blacker than black. And it works amazing for doing any kind of hand painting. So I have gone through one of those jars and I have repurchased it. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of empties video. I know empties videos typically are kind of boring. They're nothing really super exciting. I always try to include a couple colors that I have been really liking and have replaced. but I know typically it's kind of my clears, my wipes, my forms, so I apologize that it's not really anything too exciting, but as far as nail art items, you don't go through them super quickly, I find anyways. It's kind of every one of my clients likes different things, so I go through some colors regularly enough, but as far as like anything kind of fun and nail art related, I don't really go through it takes me a little bit longer than just a couple months to go through, so I hope you guys still find value in this video and it helps you out. If you have any questions, just post them down below and I always try to get back to you as quickly as I can. So be sure to watch next Monday for another new video. Bye for now.